I'm Deborah Tuff. Thank you so much for watching Upfront Gwinnett, The Hidden Homeless. We're shedding light on the hidden struggles of families who've been forced into extended stay motels. Experts say skyrocketing rent hikes or even unexpected expenses have pushed these folks into eviction and a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Those same experts warn that sex traffickers are looking to profit off of their pain. I uncovered this heartbreaking issue and the steps being taken to combat it.
In the over 500 families that we've interviewed, we have different stories. Families who've had to live in their car or live outside are grateful to be in a motel because it's better than where they were. Families who were living in an apartment and got evicted and they are moving into one room with multiple children, their mental health is certainly compromised, as is the mental health of their children.
Upfront Gwinnett first introduced you to Mom of Five, Purity Muhammad, in our first episode. Living in an extended stay, working part-time, and struggling to make ends meet. She says her journey to true freedom and safety for her young daughter's troublesome.
This guy comes that's sleeping in the parking lot as well, and he comes and he was like, where he at? And I'm like, I don't know. I called the police already. I don't know you. I need you to back up, like, away from my vehicle. And he was like, and punched me.
While your daughter's in the car, and you're still pregnant with Misha.
I ain't thought about that in a minute.
But her blessing, this extended stay motel.
This is my little office. I set up my little laptop because my children be loud. So I set up my little area.
In this small win,
all of a sudden you've got, a young lady with kids and they don't have a place to go.
Experts warn there may be looming dangers in these makeshift homes.
Atlanta is one of the biggest areas that we have human trafficking. A lot of it because of the airport. It's all over the greater metro Atlanta area, and it's certainly in Gwinnett. They're usually the economy hotel industry. They're just turning a blind eye.
Attorney Pat McDonough says it's a systematic problem, sex trafficking in extended stay motels. With the rise of social media, McDonough says it's become easier to prey on victims.
In the old days, what you would have, if a buyer wanted to buy a child for sex, they're gonna have to go drive down to some kind of shady place like in downtown Atlanta. But when you had the combination of the internet, where now people can go pick, I want that girl, 14-year-old, 20-year-old, whatever, and they can now just go drive to a hotel and go in and purchase sex and leave. It's just kind of exploded across the country.
McDonough has dedicated his legal practice to holding hotels accountable. He's taken the fight directly to the hospitality industry, targeting those who may unknowingly profit off of human pain.
The hospitality industry is now being put on notice, right? If you're gonna run a hotel and this is your idea of making a profit, you gotta gamble. You got a big risk.
But why not just shut them down? Well, McDonough says it's not that easy.
I don't work for the government. I don't have things where you can usually go in and close the business. We found a federal statute that said if a business knows or should know that there's sex trafficking going on and they're making money off it, they could be held liable. So about 5 years ago, we started representing these survivors.
Gwinnett District 1 Commissioner Kirkland Carden commends these types of actions and others taken to curtail a growing problem.
One of the challenges is that individuals don't know the signs. Individuals don't think this is a problem here in Gwinnett County, Georgia. What we do in Gwinnett is we make sure the different organizations, the different local stakeholders work together to try to address the problem.
A problem that McDonough warns is a vicious cycle. At the heart of it all, homelessness.
Then we've had a combination of the state. They don't have enough places to put foster care kids. They start hoteling them in these extended stay hotels. So you end up having a lot more children of, homeless people staying at these extended stays. Over time, I noticed that a subset of the homeless population were victims of sex trafficking. And in fact, there's a number of just fantastic organizations.
Organizations across the region are fighting back by offering resources to victims of both housing instability and human trafficking. Legal professionals like McDonough and advocates like Joy Monroe are pushing to change the system and protect these vulnerable families.
Extended stay motels are known to be hotbed for human trafficking. And there are a lot of reasons for that. If you have a concentrated population of single parents in extended stay motels, and you have single moms that are working 2, sometimes 3 jobs, predators can assume that children are left unsupervised. And so they're just there standing ready to pounce.
And they do.
And they do.
As you heard, homelessness, being unhoused is a tough road ahead while simultaneously finding sustainable solutions. Coming up on the next Upfront Gwinnett, the hidden homeless.
When the warm stations open up, it's below freezing. And you'll see them at, different gas stations on the corner or walking around. And a lot of time they're not properly clothed for the elements. So you'll have, conversation like, hey, what's your name? What are you doing out here? Do you need any assistance? Do you want me to take you to a warming station?
We just finished this year spending down the most amount of money we've ever received through over $6 million from HUD as part of the Emergency Solutions Grant CARES Act.
Until then, I'm Deborah Tuff.